So in my last video, I mentioned that I like to go thrifting, and I've been doing that a lot in the past few months. And I told a story of a rather terrible incident. I used the word lame in the video title. That happened while I was in the bargain barn. Well, after I got out of the bargain barn, go on and follow the usual protocol of checking out the main store, because it's usually better to spend some time inside of the bargain barn and then go to the main store before you leave, rather than the other way around, since the main store will cost more money. Well, I didn't find anything I desperately wanted in there. There were some cool strobe lights and the like, but nothing I really wanted to spend money on. But before I leave, I always go and check the display case up at the front, because hey, why not? That might be, cool to check out. And I look in there, and I see a VHS copy of the Disney film Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs for $99.99. Now, I will give them credit. This is a sealed copy, but I still don't feel that it's worth $100. Now, the really funny thing about this is that, and this is the way they always seem to justify weird prices on stuff, they show eBay listings. And if you're familiar with this stuff, you already know where I'm going, but if you're not, I'll continue. This is where they show one of those bullshit eBay listings for Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs on VHS for $3,500 and have those papers sitting beside it to somehow justify that this is somehow a steal. Now, if you know how using eBay as a price guide, I'm doing air quotes, not that you can see it, works, you don't use what it's going for, like what people are listing it for, because they can list it for whatever they want. That doesn't mean it's going to sell. You go by what it's actually sold for. And that film isn't worth that much. I have a copy sitting in my room right now. I dug through the VHS stack and found it. I picked it up from the bargain barn for 50 cents. It's a little sun damaged, but it's the same damn tape. Works fine, whatever. Even though this is sealed, that doesn't justify $100. Not in this circumstance. Maybe 10, maybe 20. It's not that rare. It's not that special. Yeah, it was Disney's first theatrical film, sure, but that wasn't the first thing they released on video. Now, if you're familiar with this kind of stuff, you know that there's this whole meme of Disney VHSs being worth thousands and all these terrible articles online that say it. All because some idiot thought that some double or some black diamond issue of a tape was worth a ton. Now, I've heard conflicting stories that one actually sold for a lot of money or that none of them have, but I know if you go and check records, you'll find tapes only selling for normal amounts, a few bucks here or there, maybe a few more for something in really good condition, whatever. But sure as hell, not $3,500 like they're trying to act like this is somehow magically worth, and sure as fuck not $99.99. I don't care who you are. It's not worth that much. Maybe to a crazy collector, sure. But I don't think that person exists. But people have paid a lot more money for stranger crap, so who am I to judge? I just think this is pretty laughably ridiculous, and I laughed in the store after the experience I'd already had over in the bargain barn. It just was hilariously out of touch to see that and to see the paperwork used to justify it. I think the paperwork justifying it is the really funny thing. The pricing is just stupidity, and then trying to justify it at that is hilariously tragic. Because it's all kinds of wrong, and yeah. Who are you going to talk to about that? Why would you even bother? Why would I even care to correct them on that? It doesn't affect me at all. But it's damned hilarious, and I at least left that place having a good, long laugh. That's all for this one, though. I hope that's kind of funny to you. You've seen the images. I've had them on the screen. Usual case. Leave a like. Leave a comment. Subscribe if you like what I do. I got more videos coming. Take it easy, everyone.